So, hey there, guys. I hope you're doing fine, because I'm certainly not. I've just watched episode 11 of season 2 of ReZero. The reaction is in the description. Go watch it and go back here if you want to listen to the discussion. And I don't want to do a discussion for this. Seriously. So the discussion starts right now. This episode was like... Imagine yourself some snow ride where you sit on your butt and oh, that's fun, right? And this episode was like that, but the issue is that when you start, it's like fluffy snow. Then you're going lower, it's fucking rocks. Then it's fucking sandpaper. Then it's fucking broken glass. Then it's fucking spiky ass creatures and stuff. Then it's like molten lava. And damn. And that's it. That's how this episode is. It did not stop becoming worse and worse. I gotta praise it though for some serious drama with Beatrice and great voice acting. I gotta praise it for how fucking bold this is. It's like, is that even shown on the television? Seriously. In my country, that's gonna be blocked and you're gonna be left in jail for looking at this. In my country, Death Note is prohibited because it speaks about death. How terrible. But the fucking stupid ass series, a cheap ass series about like cops shooting someone, yeah, that's okay. And some stupid ass politics, that's okay, that's fine. But Death Note is no. How can you watch it? Is a sin to watch Death Note? Even though I kinda agree, Death Note isn't. It's not harmful in any way. It's just not as good as ReZero. That's for sure. But how is this shown? How is that shown? That would never be shown in my country on a television. Like people's TV is gonna explode remotely. Like the government gonna explode them all. What's the rating for this anime? 95 plus years old? But yeah, also gotta praise it for this psychological twist. I mean, it's difficult to explain, but it does well whatever it does with like playing with your emotions and your psychology. It wasn't like I was sitting there and my heart was hurting, because sometimes that happens if something hurts you right in there, right? But here I was watching it with being absolutely certain that Subaru will start over with that. So it wasn't as impactful as it could have, and thank God for that. But even without having this, like, not very nice feeling in your heart, this I don't want to even describe it. I was literally speechless. I was like, what? How? And why? Stop that. Stop that. But also gonna praise it for the information it gave. And it gave a lot of information. Between the crazy shit. Even the blue-haired girl reveal. And thank God I was able to say that this girl is probably her. I mean, what's the name? Mimi, Pipi. that Elsa was saying. Um, yeah, gotta tell you that, man. That's too much. I think season 2 or season 1 had much more often calm and nice episodes. This one, it doesn't have any calm episodes. I mean, probably one of the most calm episodes was like the previous one, because cute things with the witches, and just the ending was terrible. But this episode was terrible from the very beginning to the very end. People are suffering and dying, and Jesus Christ. And I somehow have to go and see what's this. So, starting with Beatrice. So she's a spirit created by Echidna, and seems like that was the library of Echidna when she was alive, because she's all about knowledge, and this is completely fitting her. And that's why Beatrice calls her mother, because she was created by Echidna, and it's technically mother, yes. And also seems like all my butterfly predictions were pretty much right. Were pretty much correct that Beatrice is directly connected to Echidna. And so Beatrice was living here from, like, again, bringing back this 400 years ago period of time. It's really interesting time, historically speaking. I wonder what else was there, because that was the time when, like, real stuff happened. I mean, now it also kind of crazy, but at those times everyone was alive. The witches were alive, and how can you create such powerful spirit, though, like Beatrice, who can live for so long? What type of magic is that? Someone created it. Someone created Puck. Someone created her. It should take a lot of mana. And skill. And so it almost instantly, this episode went the other way, because seriously, the previous episode ended the way that I kind of felt like it's gonna something shocking, something massive, some transformation or some grand reveal gonna happen. But no, it was like such miserable, I'd say, reveal. Not in terms of that it was bad, no, but it was like, I expected like explosions, but it was just some very sad thing. Nothing happened. Beatrice just said that, you know what, there's actually nothing in the goddamn book, and I actually wait for being killed. And yep, that's my story. And then she cries for fucking 10 minutes. And that was painful to watch. Because the way she looks, she's cuter than any kid in the planet. You know, because she is kid looking like a kid, but a lot of different features of her, like those eyes, her clothes, her voice, they work and make her like even more cute than any kid on the planet. A kid on the planet. Got it? So my job was to wait for that day when someone comes, and then that person comes and kills her. And Beatrice actually, so previously we thought that whatever she was saying was, I mean, not we, I thought, you probably know everything, that she was speaking and doing everything by the book. But seems like no, the book is a long time since stopped working. And everything that she was doing, everything that she was saying was actually her own will. Which means when she was nice, it was her own will. When she was not nice, it was her own will. And when she was not protecting Subaru last time, it was also her own will. It's kind of weird, actually. Because now she saved him. She was saving him. But at that moment, she wasn't saving him. Because as far as I understand those books, they are basically the same for every single world line. As far as I understand, because they tell the real truth events every time, and they're always the same. So, anyways, it's just still not completely sure why is that. And so the contract was there to sit here to watch for the books, and she was living by the book for 400 years. And she just wanted to be killed, be dead, be freed. But then again, for the spirit, it's for us, for living creatures, death is one thing, and we don't want it, we hate it, we are scared of it. But for some magical, spiritual being, death is an absolutely different phenomenon, and different. They have different opinion on it, basically. They don't see the same as we do. And the same goes to life, man. I mean, looking at poor girl crying. Salvation. Put me first. And she even says that you can kind of save me, not kill me, but make me, put me first. Overwrite my contract, paint it over. Blot it all out and take me from here. So there... So there is shit every frame. I'm just going every frame. You can fucking see it. It's like heartbreaking. God damn it! That's fucking. How do I stop? Where do I stop? That it's not heartbreaking. Everywhere is Emilia, Beatrice crying. What I wanted to say? Damn it. So there is, as far as I understand, a chance to save her, but Subaru have to really try hard. I mean, it's not like save her, but free her, give her like other life, override the contract, or something. Because Subaru's going back next episode, and fuck. After everything that he went through in this episode, I don't know how he's gonna handle it. I mean, he's probably gonna handle it like he always do, like hoo hoo ha ha, and then gonna cry for some time. But it's like when he was in episode 16, or no, 14 or 15. 15, yeah, the episode 15. I mean, before the Beetlejuice torture and ram killing and everything, he was crazy. He was like like that. I feel like I would be in his place. I'd wake up just like that, like being crazy, because that is too much. That is way too much. That's over the top. I know why. The reason I entrust my end to you is... And yeah, and she wanted to say something important, and fucking Elsa comes in with her great knowledge of opening all of the doors. They don't have Hodor in their mansion, so the man would hold the door. That person. So I mean, yeah, I mean, this is my forbidden library. So the Beatrice situation is very concerning, and I don't know why and how, but Subaru better somehow deal with it in a good way without killing the girl. She's great. If she's gonna be killed, then I'm fucking dropping this anime. Screw that. I'm not, but it's gonna be very bad. Though Roswaal, in the very end of this episode, said that basically to succeed, you have to focus on the most important thing for you, which means Emilia. And this kind of implies that you cannot save everyone. You cannot save everyone. I hope it's not true, but when I think about it, it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense for dramatic purposes, because if there's an anime where the guy can redo stuff over and over and over again, that means that basically everyone is safe. I mean, there's a chance that something bad happened, like with Ram, but still, it's kind of safe. And actually losing someone in such story for good, that's gonna be very serious, and that's gonna bring this feeling of a fear to that. Yes, you know what? People actually die in this one, even with all the shenanigans, and that kind of scares me because that may end up happening. And judging how many people die here, I will not be surprised that everyone's going. I mean, it's like basically. Don't want to spoil stuff. It's like something similar to Attack on Titan. You know, even the main guys are not safe. And that works, because if something really bad happens to the character that you were for a long time, yeah, it's kind of like hurts really bad. So I don't know what's gonna happen with Betty, if she's actually gonna be like sacrificed or Subaru's gonna try to fight for her. I hope for that. Yeah, we're still gonna be trying to make everything good. Meili, yeah, the blue-haired girl is Meili. Fucking Meili, so she can command beasts, but we're gonna get to that. So yeah, what's her name? Elsa enters the room and says like, ooh, gonna see what's inside the spirit thing. And what's interesting, a little detail. So, Subaru has his shadow magic, which, as far as I remember from season 1, is considered not bad, but somewhat rare and weird and weak or something. It's like, it's not usual. No one's actually using it except for Subaru. Fire magic, ice magic, wind magic, but Subaru with his dark magic was the only one. Probably. I'm trying to think. I kind of feel like someone else used it, but it's not that important. So Beatrice also has it. Beatrice also have shadow magic, and on a much bigger level than Subaru. She's like, what? She can throw things. She can freeze people and break them. It's just, I don't know how the hell Elsa was able to go away. She used her own magic, I suppose. Or just clothing and makeup were like so much, so it froze them instead of the whole body of the woman. But yeah, so Beatrice used the shadow magic, which was actually surprising to me. Head for the village, yeah. And so again, they know everything. Elsa and her Millie, for what's her name, they know that the carriage with girls is going to the village, because the village is not completely evacuated. They got kids there, so some of the villagers are there. I initially thought that probably villagers are not there, but they know about the village, so someone knows what's gonna happen again. And that's why Elsa was always coming alone, because the other girl was going to the village to get people. But they were not there. The carriage wasn't there because there was not the war line where it all happens. I mean, probably, maybe not. So they, one way or another, they know what's up. They know when to appear. They know who to kill specifically. Though they didn't know anything about Ram, she was not in the list. But they definitely know about Big Maid and a Little Maid. We only had one maid when we came over, but the little one appeared just recently. So yeah, they run away and they see the girl. She has an interesting some sign of Watel, I don't know, but she has it. Of course, she looks and sounds pretty much cute. And you know what I also noticed? She wears the same color of clothing. Purple. Just like Elsa. She wears purple and Elsa wears purple, basically uniform. Does that mean they belong to some certain group together? Most likely. So they're like trained killers. And this one is pure magic. Not magic, she's like summoner. While Elsa is an assassin type, this one is a summoner type. She summons the beasts. And yeah, she summoned the fucking doggy dog. And she's smiling. When she was speaking, I kind of thought that she sounds like Suzuha from Steins Gate, but then again, kind of not. At some moments it feels like yes, at some moments it feels like not. So I'm not sure, but that's interesting. I'm gonna hear more about of her and then see for myself if that's true or not. So she is there. She kind of like, aha, surprise, motherfucker. And I'm like, nope, not surprised, bitch. But, yep. Male What's with your names, people? Can people be named easy, like simple? Male Portru. How you say it? Oh shit, no sound. Shut up. I mean, speak. Mele Porturuto. She just say it in the Japanese way, in the most Japanese way possible. Mele Porturuto. She has snakes, by the way. Cobras. Doggies, mices, and cobras. Probably that was her beast. Oh no, that was herself. That giant fucking beast that appeared in the building, in the mansion previously, that killed everyone, Petra and everyone. I think maybe that was her. Just transformed into it, because it looked too powerful and it was surrounded by bats. And it was somewhat a mix of a dog, of a fucking snake, and like bats or something. So if I'd bet, I'd say that probably that girl was that beast. Or maybe she summoned it, but kind of feels like she maybe could have been it. And she says like, ooh, Woohoo! I killed everyone. Feels so nice. I'm such a nice, cute little anime girl. I kill people. That's so great. Fuck you. And then Elsa tries to attack Beatrice, and not too cool for assassin. I'd say Beatrice handles this well. If you think shadow magic can be used offensively, you're very naive. And yeah, I mean, yeah, shadow magic is more like something luring in the shadows, but lurking in the shadows. But Beatrice used it offensively. Yeah, she threw some crystals. She froze the arm. She kind of make her into glass or something like that. And yeah, that's fucking powerful. Mana arrows of stagnant time, I suppose. Mana arrows of stagnant time. That's serious. It sounds like a badass magic. So those stop time or something. So Betty was good. Betty is good. And yeah, and how the hell this bitch survived? She was smashed into pieces. Then somehow survived. But then fucking shit. Then Beatrice tries to attack this girl melee. And someone's like, no, that's a kid. Don't attack it. Oh, fucking. It's not a kid, it's a murderer's baby girl. It's murders. It is murders. If there's a kid with a fucking chainsaw running and you're like all in blood and screaming and laughing, you shoot it. You don't think about it like a kid. No, that's some murderous shit. And Subaru's like, no. But I mean, later on he said like we kind of have to ask her who's the boss, why are they here, and that makes sense. But I don't think she's gonna answer you. You're not in the position to ask questions, actually. So it all ends up on Beatrice being killed by Elsa. And poor Beatrice. Again, she kind of wanted this, but she still was very bitter. I don't know how to say it. She wasn't very happy. It was like a bittersweet emotion on her. And Elsa pokes Subaru eye. This bitch is smiling, by the way. The Mimif. When Elsa poked Subaru's eyes, she's like, you're too cruel, but laughs. Fucking bitches. So Subaru being transformed into guts, and Beatrice heals him. I suppose heals him and sends him back to the place. What's up with sending people to this specific place? I'm interested. In that exact cell that he was kept for 3 days by the Beastie Boy at some point. He was teleported there not once, but already twice at least. What's up with this place? Why there? How Beatrice known about this? How powerful she is that she can actually teleport people? That's an interesting question. And Subaru wakes up, and at this moment I thought to myself, yeah, probably we reached the point where it's too much. Yep. Well, my poor kitty. Each day when I come from work, I give him like 2.5 milligram of some not too pretty smelling thing, and he's like, I hate it so much, but that's have to be done, man. Your legs hurt, and I know that. So the poor boy, it was like ignoring me for like good hour after that. Because usually we sit on the couch and she's like having fun. Yeah. You know what? I kind of forgot what I was saying. Yeah, he walks like not very nice. Poor kitty in his legs. At this moment, I thought to myself that this is probably the point of yeah, let's fucking erase this all, let's go back and try to fix this. But the ReZero decided that, oh, you think so? You naive soul, I will show you the darkness. And it did. Not once. It's like showed it to me and kept showing it to me. So yes, instead of dying, Subaru just witnessed so much shit that I've got goosebumps again. So he gets out of the place, and it's snowing again. And we're gonna look at later, Roswaal was explaining the snowing situation, so it kinda contains the witch. I didn't get exactly what exactly it contains, but the way he said it felt like it makes it worse for the witch, for Emilia. And we gotta remember that at some point in the OVA, she appeared in a very frozen place. And now she was crazy. What happened though? How she transformed into evil shadowy thing? Eister, 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 you know, that one wobbling thing. And now she's like that. Some just, I don't even know if that's a crazy Emilia, if that's a witch, or if that's something in the middle of them too. It's like in the process of switching from one to another. What's up with the girl? Because if that's a process of switching from one to another, then we can kind of remember again about the OVA when Emilia woke up and everything is frozen and there's like Puck who cries and Emilia just sits there. And what's up? That could have been basically the same. There was a witch, something really bad happened, she was contained, and now it's Emilia. It's just an idea, but it's not very important here. How much of this did you foresee? And yes, by the way, also I forgot to speak about this. Beatrice said that Echidna basically predicted all of it. She said there's gonna be a boy, he's gonna come, he's gonna do the thing, and yeah. So Echidna knows what's up. And judging by the fact both Roswaal and Betty have the magic book, one of the two books, each of them have one of the two books. It's like all of the books in the world of those. I mean, Roswaal also named some other books, some tome of some stuff. Maybe this is like super duper book, but judging by the fact that they both have it, I'd say probably Echidna had it previously, or had some connection to it, because they live in the mansion and the library is there and they know each other. They are connected, completely connected to the witch. Beatrice literally connected, and Roswaal and his family were always with a nice relationship with the witch. So probably Echidna definitely had something to do with that book and with the knowledge of the future. Maybe she actually knows the future. How much of this did you foresee, Echidna? Yeah, the fact that they were together, speaking with Echidna, smiling, and she's been cute. And probably the woman knew that the moment Subaru goes out of her bubble, stuff's gonna turn really bad instantly. I'd say that Subaru went through a lot. But that episode was one of the most traumatic events, actually. Especially if you consider that even we haven't seen it, but the village was also killed. Because the most terrible stuff that happened to Subaru was the villagers were killed, and in the mansion also Ram was killed, and probably Emilia. But now, even more people died. All of the villagers died, probably Ram died, Beatrice died, and even the motherfucking Roswaal died. Which is not very bad, but we're gonna get to that. It's still bad. I mean, I get it. I don't like Roswaal, but I get it that he's playing the game that we're not yet understanding. I mean, we kind of understand it, but I spoke about that. I see that. Even he's doing the dickish things, but he's doing this for a good reason, most likely. But the fuck, he just killed Ram. Fuck him. We're gonna get to that. So yeah, Subaru enters the building with Amelia in there, and she kind of was going through the trial, I suppose. I don't see any lights in here. It's not a trial anymore. It's just the temple and nothing happens, and there's just crazy Emilia sitting in there, and she's like, ooh, 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 ooh. I love you so much. You're so cute. You're so nice. Love me, please, and all that and all that. And Subaru realized that that's not my girl. And her eyes are purplish, bluish purplish color, the witch color. So is she getting possessed by the witch? Does that mean this? I'm not gonna lie, she kinda is cute when she's like this crazy a bit. And open-minded, you know, looking at her. Yeah, so blue, so purple. And this stupid smile on her, you know, kind of fits the girl. To be honest, something weird about it. So Subaru understands that Emilia is not fine. I love you, Subaru, she says. I mean, she probably transforms into a witch. It's just I don't understand why she transformed instantly into the witch previously. And now she's doing this slowly. And why exactly she's doing this slowly at this exact moment? Because when she initially transformed, I mean, when the witch appearance happened, there was no snow. But there is snow now. Maybe it affects the situation. So Subaru tells to the beastie boy, I mean, provokes him, says that that's not Emilia, that's all really bad, and we have to go to Roswaal. So like, who made the snow? We need to speak with the monkey boy. I mean, not the monkey boy, but the boy who's voiced by the monkey boy. And there's Roswaal, and he has the ring. Not the ring, but some accessory on his ear. That was shown from the very first time we saw him. I noticed it, and I still notice it daily. And that thing looks like a heart. It's just turned upside down. Is that important? Or is just some stupid shit? But because they show it specifically, it's like shining on his fucking face. It's shining, like, yep, you see that, you have to see that. I mean, love, but not love, huh? Something like that. Because we have the witch who's obsessed with love, we have Beetlejuice who's obsessed with love, and we have Roswaal who has the thing turned upside down. Which looks like that's like something's wrong with love. I don't know. What's cool about Roswaal is that he also knows about Subaru. He also knows that he can go back in time and do the thing. And even after Subaru's gonna die and begin everything again, we know that that Roswaal definitely knows. Maybe he's not 100% certain, but he kinda expects Subaru to have this ability. And now he was testing him like, did you get this answer from me already? Did you learn this from me? And no, that's not the truth yet. That's not what that's not yet happened. So the next time if Roswaal gonna ask that, then Subaru's gonna say yes, I did learn it from you, and that's cool. It's like Steins Gate. It's like, oh, that's a nice words, and like, yeah, you said it to me. So Roswaal is here. He was testing Subaru. Did you hear that from me? With serious face, and Roswaal looked at him. Nope. And probably Roswaal at this moment, probably Roswaal realized that shit. That's bad. Means we're gonna die all here. I have some grounds for asking me this. So I suppose I should respect that. Yeah. So fuck. So Rams tries to protect Roswaal from the monkey boy. Monkey boy becomes evil. I mean, not evil. He just starts arguing with her, and Roswaal kills them both. Kills them both. He kills my girl. Fucker. I don't want to discuss that. Fuck it. Okay, he killed her. There was... and I understand that it... yes, basically... Roswaal already understands that that's not the real life. And yada, yada, yada. But still... she was living, and he killed her. And do you really need to kill them both? Could you please tell them, like, guys, shut up, I'm gonna tell you the story, and then Rabbit's gonna eat us all. Why would you specifically kill the girl? Just for funsies, just for us to suffer, for us Ram fans to fucking feel bad. Like, I'm telling you, there were 95 million different ways for Roswaal to handle the situation. But they specifically chose that one. Because, I mean, we killed this, we killed that. Oh, no, we cannot leave. Yeah, you killed this. Let him kill this. Ooh, works so good. I wonder if the author of this story knows Hajime Isayama, the author of Attack on Titan. I feel like they're like best friends from kindergarten. They're like... they're very similar in terms of... they very much like to hurt people. They should go to jail. Both of them. I'm joking. They shouldn't go to jail. But that's very evil. I'm gonna repeat myself. He specifically did that. But this also kind of shows, not just for the shock purpose, it kind of shows that Roswaal has the understanding of the situation and says that no point in worrying about this because, yeah, this is not the real world and all that. And now we can talk. And, I mean, Roswaal gave some information for sure. It's just the rage, yes. You killed them, so you say yeah. Over and over. So yeah, Roswaal realizes again about Subaru going back in time. Yeah, you feel shock, you feel grief. Showing this will be much. And he showed Subaru the book, the shit, how it is called, not grimoire. One of the two ever existing in the world. And Roswaal basically knows that Subaru already got this information from Roswaal previously. And that's cool. Again, that's cool. That's a cool thing that Roswaal is like, each time has like, so, did you know that already? I hate what he's doing, but I like the character overall, his role in here. It's just like this, like, wise old man is just the big issue. He looks like a clown, speaks like an idiot, and kills women. Judging from your expressions, I assume Beatrice succeeded in fulfilling her dearest wish to disappear. And then Roswaal makes the face, realizing that, yes, that happened. I still... That is what she wanted. I get it that is what she wanted. But why she wanted it? And Roswaal says that it seems that he's incapable of fulfilling his dearest wish. I mean, I remember one dearest wish he had when he was much nicer with Ram. Was curing her. He said that he wanna kill the dragon. Could Roswaal be also from another world? Because if the prophecy was true, we need the hero, the magician, and someone else to kill the dragon, as far as I remember. And since the hero is from the other world, why not having the magician from the other world as well? And later in this episode, Roswaal kind of was comparing Subaru to himself. Says like, you're gonna become like me or something. So he says that he's incapable of fulfilling. So you're incapable of fulfilling it now, or what? I'm constantly doing my utmost to fulfill my dearest wish, he says. My inhumanity and assistance, yeah, he has a purpose. I get it. That he does what he wants. Basically, Subaru does the same thing. He has a goal to save Emilia, and he's doing it by his power. And Roswaal has his own goal, and he's doing it by his power. I mean, his power is that he kind of knows the future. But for this future to happen, he should manipulate Subaru, because this guy is like a key to the future. At least that's how I see it. I'm in place with a deep connection to the witch. Yeah. What again? To isolate Emilia Sama. In a place with a deep connection to the witch. Would then be isolated and become emotionally unstable. So that's what's actually happened. She got emotionally unstable. Emilia Sama. He calls her Emilia Sama in such a respectful way. Like he's her servant. Maybe he was her servant before she... No one knows about the letter, which is also interesting. Amelia haven't heard about the letter, Roswaal haven't heard about the letter, someone else took the letter. And the little girl, one of their users, she saw Subaru, so she probably took it. In any case, your current self cannot bring about the future indicated in the text. So Roswaal basically says, like, you know what, time to die! By the way of rabbit. There is, it must be corrected, why would he kill you? Why would you... I need you ready to try again at the next opportunity. And then Roswaal punches, kills, kicks the boy. I cannot kill you, but there are other things I can do, yeah. And he smacks him. This being a very smart way to do things. Jesus, god damn it. Kinda, I don't know if he checked him or not, but then the rabbits appear. He kills one of the rabbits. Subaru says about the big amounts of mana. And Subaru now, which it's actually quite weird when they are surrounded with rabbits, when Ram killed, when everyone is killed, he's like, okay, let's call it truth, no killing, I need your help. And Roswaal, like, fucking stupid, are fucking serious now? You're done, we're done, do the thing, F8, you know, load the game. And Subaru wasn't ready to do this. Cannot leave the barrier. I'm not finished yet. You seem to be mistaken about one thing, Subaru-kun. Perhaps you can start over, but I cannot. Yes. We know that. My present self. Yeah, you said something interesting. So long as that me fulfills my... So if someone else other himself will fulfill his dream, it's like, no problem. Gonna die now, no issues here. That's not how any normal human thinks, says Subaru, and that's, yeah. And then Roswaal says, the day will come when you truly catch up to me. Listen to me, Sparkle. There's one thing that is truly, truly most precious to you. And you have to focus on it or something. You must get rid of everything but that. And think of protecting... By doing that. So I suppose what he implied here, starting from the beginning, that at one day you will be able to think like me, is that Subaru's vision and way of thinking is limited now. It's like for us, for human beings, we are kind of see world in 3D. But we cannot understand how it would look in like 4 or 5D, you know? Some other dimensions like time and others. To actually see it in this dimension. It's we're not able to understand that. Our brain cannot comprehend this yet. And that's what Roswaal kind of says, that you guys are now very limited in how you see the world, how you see the situation, how you see this diverging way of changing the world. And he says that at some point you will be able to see it like me. And Roswaal actually sees it like very differently. He doesn't count himself as a like living creature for now. I mean, shit, how to even say that? But he cares not about himself. He cares about other self, himself, who will achieve the goal. So he sees it not like one word line. He sees it like a whole giant fucking everything. And by understanding that, you can change your priorities, right? Because at this exact moment for Subaru, Jesus gotta save people. But if you think about, if you see the whole picture, probably not saving these people and focusing on one specific goal, Subaru's goal, only this way he will be able to free them, to help them all, to reach the goal. That's what I see Roswaal implying now. If Subaru's gonna try to act and save each time characters one after another, he will not be able to reach that specific point. And if he gives up, not gives up, if he lets bad stuff happen, he will be able to somehow save them all in the end. I guess. And then Roswaal ceremonically dies. And he dies so fast. Not screaming, not just, okay, gonna die now. Do you remember how Subaru was eaten like a few episodes ago? Roswaal took it absolutely normally. Yeah, shit, why not? Nice fluffy rabbits eating me. Cute. And he falls down, and rabbits eat him. And for some reason, they don't eat Subaru completely. Just for a cherry on the cake, to show him almost completely eaten, lying on crazy Emilia's lap. She was there sitting, being very happy seeing him. I still don't understand. So it's just crazed Emilia that's half witch. Half the fuck is this shit? You're always pushing yourself too hard for other people's self. But I wouldn't like a Subaru who looked at anyone else. Who never looked at anyone else. So she kind of praises him for what he's doing. While Roswaal says, you bro have to throw everything away and just focus on one goal. And he dies. And she sees him and is like, kind of shocked. And then kisses him. And like the taste of death. And I am not sure if that's Emilia tasted that Subaru or like Subaru tasted that weird girl, which also resembles death. As I've said, as shocking and crazy of an episode it was, it contained a crazy amount of information. I'm sure I probably missed or misunderstood some of it, but at least I hope I got some of it as well. And I literally have no idea. Oh shit, that's the longest discussion. I literally have no idea how Subaru will be able to handle this all. We still have Echidna, third meeting with Echidna. She expects us, Subaru, to meet her, and she said that he have to really wanna know the truth, and if she feels that he's worthy to knowing it, then she probably will give him the opportunity. But I don't think it's gonna happen now. Though after such crazy shit, something good have to happen. First season at least, we had some moments of heroic music, people beating whales and winning. This season, 11 episodes in, No wins, only loss and only death and only crazy, crazy stuff and more evil creatures. But at least the picture is getting clearer now. Subaru he knows much more than he knew before this season started. He knows like many times more. He knows so fucking much more. That's not even funny. And I don't know how people actually remember this all. I am pretty sure that more than 50% of people who watched it, I'd say even probably more than 70% of people who watched first and the second season, they fucking missed everything and they had to go to forums or like hear from other people or read it online or do something like watch some video dissecting the information, because it's actually very much complicated and there's a lot of information needed to be remembered and processed, and it's not stopping. It's fucking not stopping. Jesus. So anyways, guys, that was too much. As I've said, I need a break. I mean, not like I want next episode to be normal again. I'm tired of my soul's hurting. But thank you for watching. I feel like this discussion was much better than the previous one, because the previous one was like terrible, I think. And yeah, I hope you liked the reaction. I hope you liked the video. And good for you. You suffered way before me. Thank you for watching again. See you next time. Bye-bye.